Okay. Heat 6 for Senior Rotax, race 10 of the meeting, about to hit the halfway point here at karting Genk. So it's Groups B versus E. Let's have a look at the starting grid. Mark Kimber and Kai Hunter start on the front row, with Callum Bradshaw and James Lingard making it an all-British front two rows lockout. Linda Blum and Max Stemmerdink makes it an all-Dutch row 3. Nicolas Picot and Erhard Turker from France and Turkey. That's the top 4 rows. Matthew Higgins and Christian de Klein starts on row 5, completing the top 10. Felix Jansson and Lars Zanen, row 6. Alexander Abkazava and Mika Barthelemy, row 7. Theo Eriksson and Patrick Slokmelis round out row 8. Then it's Ryan Hamida Sode, Vigor Hjorvard, that's row 9, with Marcelo Vigna Parhord and Anthony Boulou running out the top 20. Then we have Beer Dorrestein, Arvid Rosen, Emma Weinreich, Kilian Tarnier, Stormbreur, Corentin Franchi, Christopher Zaxer and Astrid Amlöf, rounding out the 14 rows of competitors. 28 drivers, 10 minutes on the clock plus an additional lap in this race. So who will be the victor in this one? And after this we will have after 6 the Senior Rotax races today on Heats Day, we'll have another 4 to go. And Heat 10 will close out the action later on this afternoon. So Kimber, Hunter, Bradshaw, Lingard, Blum, Stemmerdink, Picot, Turker, Higgins and de Klein. That is the top 10. And now we get into the real business end of Senior Rotax Heats Day competition. So we'll be down to Kimber and Kai Hunter to control the pace. The drivers now getting readied into formation once again. So round turn 12 we come. They head into the tram lines. Are we ready? Are we steady? Let's go racing. Good start once again from Mark Kimber. As Bradshaw goes behind him and goes into formation, Kimber runs wide and Bradshaw's got the lead. Kimber has been hung out to dry, going through the runoff area through turn 2. He's heading down towards the bottom part of the top 10. It was 3 abreast going through turn 3. Oh, we've got a spinner. GKS cart right there and then. And that was the 397. And that was Lars Zanen, hung out to dry and spinning around 180. But Callum Bradshaw now has got a little bit of a getaway clause that has just been initiated, as they hurtle their way down into turn 7 for the first time, 2 by 2. Some drivers nearly getting caught out. Some drivers going side by side, and there's an absolute gaggle in the mid-pack. And no one's giving any care in the world as to where they are position-wise on track. But I saw that Christian de Klein just touched the grass coming out of turn 9. And on that particular occasion, he nearly lost the back end, but he managed to catch it. A little bit further up, looks like Higgins has made some good headway. As they come across the line, Callum Bradshaw leads. Second, it is James Lingard. Nicolas Picot and Mika Barthelemy now look to be swapping positions. It looks like Barthelemy got up the inside of Picot going through into turn 2. Neatly done. Kai Hunter in 5th. Matthew Higgins now up into 6th position. Maybe make that 7th at the moment because Erhard Turker has just got past him. Oh, well, that's definitely a sight that is very intense for the eyes, let's say. People going left of each other, right of each other, going through turn 4. And that was towards the bottom part of the top 10. So Kilian Tarnier was the one that is now all the way down towards the bottom of the field, as is Lars Zanen. And Zanen is trying to make some headway and start recovering. We've got someone turned around at turn 7 and is trying to, well, it's just gone onto the grass. And I think that could be their race done and dusted, unfortunately. And that is on lap number 2 of this race. So that driver now getting out of the kart. That is the 3-4-9. And that is Emma Weinreich from Denmark out. A real shame. She started 23rd. But at the front of the field, Callum Bradshaw has got away and is pushing. Nearly 3 seconds between him and James Lingard. Mika Barthélemy, last time around, took the advantage of a Nicolas Picot, who now tries to return the favour, but Barthélemy was wise to that move behind them. You've got Mark Kimber and Kai Hunter. Matthew Higgins rounds out the top 7. So Kylian Tanier looks to be a retirement there. Emma Weinreich is a retirement because of the kart being stranded on the inside of turn 6 off the Europlan. As now this battle, Picot definitely getting feisty, and Kai Hunter is in that fight as well. Then you've got Matthew Higgins just behind, Mark Kimber just up ahead. So it's about just keeping your composure, keeping your calm. And making sure that you do the job that is necessary to secure your place. So down to 26 drivers as we're about to complete lap number 3. Callum Bradshaw started on the inside of the second row on P3, as now there's more drivers trying to do their level best to get up the order. So Bradshaw, Lingard, Barthélemy, Kimber, past Picot for 4th place. Kai Hunter, Ehad Turka now has got past Matthew Higgins. And Higgins trying to do his level best. You've then also got Arvid Rosen from Dan Holland Racing getting up in there as well. So the Swede, Arvid Rosen, started 22nd, now up 13 positions and starting to climb. As, Matthew Higgins goes round the outside there of Ehad Turka, and that's a change for position. So Higgins up to 7th. There's definitely no love lost there. A little bit further back, and that looked to be possibly Christian Decline that was getting, well, they were both trying to squeeze each other through turn 7 off of the Europlan. But on that particular occasion, those two drivers have been fighting. And you've also got in there Lina Blum as well. More drivers trying to do their best to try and keep it on the tarmac. You've got to keep it on the black stuff, because otherwise if you don't, and if there's a slight lapse in concentration, because sometimes in the heat of battle, you can sometimes get distracted, but it's about those that just sort of persevere, as now we've got a move. That was for 3rd place, and Mark Kimber went up the inside of Barthélemy going through into turn 2. And Kimber was looking through on the inside of turn 4 there. But Barthélemy again read the situation, reacted instinctively, and got back past. So we have runoff area penalties now coming through. So the drivers 3, 2, 4. That's Quentin Franchi. 304. And that is of Beard Dorrestein, and the 384. And that driver is Patrick Slokmelis. So 3 drivers hit with 5-second time penalties. That is for all 4 wheels on the runoff area. So after the first lap, you can use the runoff area at turn 2, but you can't after that. And Race Control are very hot on it. So the 357, that is Mark Kimber, still battling away. And this is for 3rd. Kimber, well, that was a move and a half. He got past Barthélemy and made Barthélemy look like he was standing still, but the French driver trying to go back up the inside through turn 1. Kimber shuts the door nicely. Just planted the kart where he needed to. Now Barthélemy was looking up the inside through turn 2. Kimber through into turn 3, neatly hits the apex. Takes a little bit of excess curb, but no harm, no foul there. And this is now going to start intensifying a little bit further down the order. So looking back, I think the battle for what is going to be, there's a bit of a battle brewing as, 2 karts come together. And run off the circuit. That's through turn 8. Now one of them looks to be Ehad Turka. And that was Storm Broer. who has, pardon the pun, stormed his way from 25th up the order. So Stormbrower went toe-to-toe, side-by-side with Erhard Turker, and now they've got, looks like Max Stemmerdink breathing down their necks, and also Christian de Klein. So 2.5 minutes to go. And these drivers still having to push like crazy, test the limits of adhesion. And to be honest, with the rain being in a slight intensity, as there is another move by Stormbrower, and that's Arvid Rosen he's just got past. Turker down, rounding out the top 10 ahead of Christian de Klein, with Felix Jansson not too far adrift either. But Callum Bradshaw has been putting in fastest lap after fastest lap. He's put in a 1 minute 13.410. So the current FIA World Karting Champion in seniors, again showing why he is where he is in this sport. But it's good to have him as part of the Euro Trophy contingent, and also in Rotax as well. As I've just seen, there's some more moves happening. So Erhard Turker has got past Arvid Rosen going through the exit of turn 8. As now Kimber has closed in on Lingard up the inside. He goes on his countryman, does Mark Kimber, and takes second position. So Kimber was on pole. Lingard now trying to counter-attack, going through into turns 1 and 2. But this time, Lingard decides not to go for it. And again, it is that inter-team dynamic that if you know that you can't go for that move, or you don't want to chance it, you will hold back. And in some ways, that is actually smart driving, because it's all about survival. It's all about consistency again and again and again. And we're going to have that over the next 4 heats, with Heat 10 for Senior Rotax, race 22 of the meeting, closing out the action here. And it's a very, very long day for everybody, especially for those that are in the final race of the day itself before we go into finals day tomorrow. 35 seconds on the clock. And Bradshaw has kept himself up in front, as there are some drivers coming through down towards turn 10. And one of them looks to possibly be coming through. Well, Matthew Higgins is being chased down by Stormbrower. Behind him, they've got Erhard Turker, then the 333 of Arvid Rosen. And then you've got Felix Jansson also in there as well. So 2 Swedes running with Dan Holland Racing this weekend. So after this, we'll have 1 more lap to go, and Callum Bradshaw again is going to make it a different winner. LaHaye has won 3. Kimber's won 1. I think also, who else was it? I'm trying to remember now. Reese Hunter's won 1. And now we're going to have a different winner. So LaHaye is the one that is now having to be chased down. But Bradshaw is getting well accustomed to being here in karting Genk. Obviously, some of these drivers have been competing across Belgium over the past few weeks in multiple different competitions, including the B&L Karting Series for the kickoff and for round 1 of the season. So Callum Bradshaw comes across the line, takes the last lap board. So he's got just over 1,200 metres to negotiate. Mark Kimber and James Lingard round out the top 3 for Great Britain. Mika Barthélemy in 4th place. Kai Hunter rounds out the top 5 as... Oh, now there was a bit of an audacious manoeuvre. And that looks to be Nicolas Pico. He got past Matthew Higgins. Stormbrower is... no, actually, that was Stormbrower that got past Matthew Higgins. Nicolas Pico is just behind them. And Erhard Turker is not too far adrift either. But the leader now making his way through the exit of turn number 8. Through into 9. There's 3 more corners to negotiate. The driver from Strawberry Racing makes his way into the right-hand sweeper at 10. Nice and easy does it. He's got a comfortable lead of nearly 6 seconds over Mark Kimber. And one more corner remains. Callum Bradshaw from Great Britain will take his first heat win of the weekend in comfortable, consummate professional style. Mark Kimber rounds out the top two, and James Lingard makes it a hat-trick for Strawberry Racing at the front of the field. Mika Barthélemy rounds out the top four, ahead of Kai Hunter, who started on the front row of the grid in P2. Stormbrower, Matthew Higgins, Nicolas Picot, and Ehad Turker round out the top nine, ahead of Arvid Rosen from Sweden. Christian de Klein in 11th, Felix Jansson in 12th, ahead of Lars Zanen, Max Stemmerdink, Luna Blum, Patrick Slokmelis, Igor Hjorvard, Corentin Franchi, Anthony Boulou, Kilian Taunier, Marcelo Wegner-Pahord. Norway's Theo Eriksson crosses the line in 22nd, ahead of Alexander Abkazava. Christopher Zaxer, Beard Dorrestein, with Brian Hamidas Sode and Astrid Amlöf rounding out the 27 that finished that race. So, and also Emma Weinreich unfortunately retiring earlier on in this particular heat.